Hi everyone. So this is Rekha again here with a new interesting session for all of you. I hope all of you are staying healthy, staying home, and the kids are happy and they are engaged in some or the other activities. Firstly, before I start the session, like I say always, thank you everyone, whoever is sharing me the personal messages on WhatsApp and sharing the work and the activities that the kids are doing, looking at my sessions. I'm really glad that indeed the sessions are serving the purpose with which I started them with. Okay, so today's activity is a very simple activity, but because Mother's Day is up, and I did want even the little kids to do something special for the mothers. So I am trying to impart something in the technique that I am going to use and show you. How to easily make a simple card. Okay, so let's quickly begin. So basically we are going to use sponging technique today to paint a motif. So number one, I will show you how to make a motif, simple motif with sponge painting, and I think majority of the mothers would already have used this technique with the kids. If not, then enjoy the session. Now second thing what I'm going to show is how to use this same technique to make a little greeting card. So as I go ahead, I will let you know what I have thought about. Okay, so here I have this normal paper, any paper, like in the session I tell you, because currently we are not in the state of buying a lot of stationery. So whatever paper you have, take it. So if it is a chart paper, better, because more longevity if you want to save your kids memories and the artwork in a as a memory. Okay, so chart paper, it's better, or a sketch pad paper is better, but if you do not have, any A4 size sheet paper will do. Okay, and you can take colors. We need any pour paints would do, acrylic colors, watercolors, and most of my viewers are from Germany. So these I got it from Teddy. So these are pretty reasonable and kid friendly. They come with a brush, so you just have to press in, and it pours the paint. So they are very good to paint for the kids who are less than 5 years of age. Though we are not going to use this brush thing, so don't worry, those of you who don't have any pour paints that you have, you can use that. Okay, now this was the second thing that we need, and third thing and the most important thing, because we are going to do sponging, we need a sponge. Okay, so I hope obviously every household will have a sponge like this. So I am using unused new sponge. Okay, not the used one. So because you're going to hand it over to your kid, so make sure it's new and unused for any household purposes. Okay, so here I'm going to show you an elephant motif. So what I've done is I've just done a freehand drawing of elephant. You can choose any motif that you want. Now what about the mothers who cannot draw? They are not very good at drawing. You can make some basic shapes. Okay, whatever you want to make, like a star, or you can make some triangle, square, anything that you want, because this is just to engage the kids. Third thing, if you want to be a little creative, and you're not good at drawing, what you can do is the used coloring books that you have, you obviously the once the kid has colored it, it is of no use to you. Okay, so you can cut those images, and use them like motifs like this. Okay, and always when you cut, you can save both the I mean you can use both the sides, one this way and one this way. Okay, so the coloring books are of great use to moms who are not very good at drawing. So you can just use them like motifs like this for many techniques that I am going to follow on. Okay, so it is very useful tip. Okay, so now let's begin the activity. So what we have to do is just position your motif, the cutting that you have, in between like this, and then we just take the sponge. I have poured the required paints like this. Okay, so the palette is a used palette that me and Akshaj work on every day, so please don't bother about the colors around. So these are the paints that I have poured in, and just take your sponge and just help your kid with positioning. You can just hold it. If he or she is old enough, they can hold it themselves. Okay, this little tail, I am not very sure if it is going to be stable enough. Okay, so just go on tapping and use as random colors, whatever colors your kid wants to use, you can use to give a nice effect. Tap, 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 tap. So let's get rid of the tail. So can you see it's very nice and vibrant. So you don't have to bother if more than one color is getting stuck when they are trying to take the paints. It anyways is going to give a nice effect. So just let them have fun. Only thing you have to do is make sure the motif that you have used doesn't move. Okay, so that you get a nice picture after you remove the cutting. Okay, so just make sure it doesn't move. So it doesn't take much time, and because they're using lots of colors, the kids also will be very interested in doing this activity and as many number of times. And if you have two kids, the siblings can engage each other. One can hold and the other can tap. Okay, so this is a great bonding activity also. So you can see that the cutting that I have is not very stable, so whoever is helping them, you have to be a little careful and keep telling your kids, you know, not to tap the regions where we have the cutting. Okay, now once we are done, you can just remove your cutting and you have a beautiful elephant ready here. Okay, can you see how vibrant and nice it looks? It's so, and you can easily use this in your kids room as a decor piece, and in fact you can also get it framed. Okay, and this is also when you make such motifs, this is, you can write nice proverbs that you want your kid to read every day. like if they have issue with getting up early in the morning, you can just write nice phrases to motivate them. Early to rise, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy and wise. Just giving you an example. You can run your mind in the creative front to think about the things that you want to write as a message here, or you can just leave it as such. It looks beautiful. Now I will show you what you can do for specifically for Mother's Day. Okay, I will turn this around. This is not quite dry, so I'll just quickly try to or maybe I will take another paper together. Just give me a moment. Okay, so all through the week I was running my mind how to get very young kids to write a message and paint something for their moms, because like the kids of age who are under 3, they still are not very familiar with writing alphabets, or they are just about learning alphabets. So when we are using sponge painting or mosaic painting or anything for that matter, the kids will have to write the message themselves. So for the kids who are old enough, they can write their message themselves, like I showed in the previous motif. They can use that pattern. But the ones who cannot write, we will use this little Play-Doh that we have. I think every household who has kids under the age of 3 will have a little bit of Play-Doh. Otherwise, I think I have already shared how to make clay at home in another video already on my Facebook page, so you can go through that. Otherwise, you can just make your normal atta that you use every day to make your rotis. The same thing, you can use it. Okay, now I would suggest you can better watch the video that I have shared to make the homemade clay. Okay, so now I'm going to write a little message for the mothers out there. I love mom. Okay, so what we do is we will just make, so I have these little Play-Doh toys at home, but you can use whatever you have. Okay, this is not a big task or something. Okay, so I have a heart mold with me, so I'm going to use that. Okay, to get a heart, just place it here. Okay, because why I chose clay is I was thinking about it a lot. Usually when we paint, we use artist tape, and to avoid the regions where we do not want paint. But writing a message with a tape would be difficult. So while running my mind through, today Akshaj and I were actually playing with Play-Doh, and that's when it clicked to me that in fact, because when I place the clay, see, I have not stuck it, but it doesn't move very easily. So this is a very good idea to make these stencils. Okay, so now I need an I and I need MOM. Okay, so what we are going to do is, here maybe the parents can help a little. You can keep guiding and make sure your kid makes these. Okay, and as much as possible, if they need help, please do help them. Okay, so you can just take your scale, just right, I, okay, I will show you another way also how to do it, because I am sure very young kids will not be able to do what I am currently doing. Okay, so please hold on, I will show another way, easier way how you can do it. Okay, so I have got my eye here, take out the eye and place it here. Okay, so currently probably I will have it this side because mom will take a little more space. I love. Okay, so now with M I will show you without the scale. Okay, so just roll it out like this. The kids actually love doing this, so you can cut like this. This I think the kids will be able to do it. Flatten it. Okay, that's it. Okay, and flatten it a little bit. Then cut again. Flatten it a little bit. Don't bother about the symmetry here. We just need an M. Okay, so the most important thing is the kids should feel like they are doing by themselves and the mother should feel like the kid is doing it for her. So that is the purpose. Okay, so don't bother about as I always say, don't bother about the output much. I myself have to keep telling myself that I shouldn't bother about the output because I am very result oriented. So when my kid works, I have to keep telling myself that it's okay if it is not like I assumed it to be. The purpose is to have fun. Okay, so make join. Okay, and make your O, place it here. Okay, and guiding them, let them do as much as they can. Okay, again roll, roll, roll. Okay, let me just finish the entire rolling and then I'll place my paper. So cut, cut, cut and cut. Okay, so this is my first line. Flatten it a little bit. Okay, make sure there is space between the alphabets a little bit because we need the the paint to go in between because that's what will give the effect. Okay, like while I'm doing it, I'm feeling really glad because I've been thinking about this almost like since 2 days. Okay, so this is how I've written. If the kids want to write more message, bigger message, like a super mom or the best mom, they can you can ask them what they want to write, but also make sure that they would be patient enough for a bigger message. Okay, so I'm just repositioning my alphabets a little bit so that it is at the center. So while you're doing it, you can be a little careful in the beginning itself. Maybe you can write it with a pencil in the beginning and then start out your work. Okay, that will be a better plan, and even that will help your kids to, you know, plan their alphabets. Okay, so now I'm ready to do my sponging. So again, take random colors and sponge around. This time you don't even have to bother about spacing your message, because the clay is definitely not going to move that easily. Okay, so maybe you can use the color that the kid and the mother loves, whatever is your favorite color. You know, the kid can ask the mother, or you can tell your kid to use the his or her favorite color. Okay, so as much as possible, try to insert the color near the alphabets, because that's what will bring out the effect. Okay, so I'm concentrating here. Tap, 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 tap. Just tap. And a little more yellow. Make sure again and again, like I'm mentioning, near the alphabets, make sure you have your color inserted properly, I mean painted properly. Okay, so tap, 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 tap. So why I mentioned tap tap again is, like, if you spread, it's not going to be it's going to turn shabbier. I mean, it won't give the texture that you're able to see right now. Okay, so it's better you keep tapping. And if you have 2 kids or more kids, please involve all of them in the same activity. Okay, so it's a very good art actually helps bonding these siblings and the parents and the kid in many ways. Okay, so it's bright and colorful. Okay, so we are done. We need a little bit of drying. Actually, if you take the acrylic sheet or a sketch pad sheet, the drying will be much better. I have taken a very thin sheet here, so it will probably require a little more time. So okay, so after it has dried, I have removed the clay dough from here, play-doh from here, and this is how it looks. A clear message: I love mother, I love you mom. And it looks lovely, bright and colorful. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this session, and I hope all the kids and the mothers have a good time making this card. And if two young kids are making it, I mean they are like under 3 years of age, probably the father or the mother can make these motifs, and they can just tap it. Okay, and a little elder kids, they can use the help of under the guidance of their parents, they can make the motifs also. Like I showed, you can use a scale, as well as you can use just the molding and tapping method to make the alphabets for whatever message you want to write. Okay, so I hope you all had great fun. Advance happy Mother's Day to all of you. Again, you will get receive my messages through my FB page to all the wonderful mothers. So do let me know your feedback, your comments, and do share your works with me in the Facebook page itself. So yeah, another important thing is that so when I share the videos in the same link under the comment section, you could share your feedback, you could share your comments, you could share your pics that your kids have made. So there's an easy way to go back to for me also to check the work as per the techniques or as per the videos that were shared. It is easier for me to track down. And you can also use the recommendations and reviews section to give your feedback and suggestions, which are more than welcome. And you could use that section as well to write back to me. So until we meet the next time, bye everyone. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.